Hi, everybody, and welcome to SpeekyGeeky. I, as always, am Mr. Geek-E. Welcome to day 4 of our special December event, 12 days of mystery holiday unboxings. I don't remember if that was the same order, or if maybe it's holiday mystery unboxings. You get the idea. Where each day I open our nifty vintage Ninja Turtles suitcase, and inside is a figure I don't know what it is. Another thing to note, with each episode, we're also going to be donating one action figure to Toys for Tots and Head Start. To learn more about Toys for Tots or Head Start, I'll add those links into the description. We at SpeekyGeeky know how good it feels to open that toy up for the first time, to know that someone is thinking of you and that they care about you. And that's particularly true when you're going through a hard time. Sharing our joy about the things that we love, to make new experiences and to show that we have such a wonderful community is at the heart of what makes collecting toys so much fun, and so many wonderful people to be able to share that joy in and with. I'm really excited to see who we have today. So let's get this open and take a look. Off the bat, I can tell it's a thicker one. It's just like kind of bursting at the seams. So let's see who we have today. Today's is Plunderlings. Ooh, who we got? NOMAD GOYLE. Very cool. And this is a lone coconut product. I know this is a silly thing, but I really enjoy the box on this. And honestly, it's like, okay, so this kind of reminds me of Boglins a little bit with the crate, how it's in the crate, and it's like, look, there's a little feed at the bottom. They put so much detail and so much time into this box. It makes me almost feel bad to open it, but I'm gonna open it. So bear with me and let's get this guy open. I'm definitely gonna keep this box, and there's gonna be some use for this where maybe I make like cardboard monsters that are just somewhere else in my room. I have an idea, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Let me know your suggestions in the comments below. Okay, so let's get this guy open. All right. Ooh, no way. Are you kidding me? So here's something really fun with this. They clearly had the same idea that I just said, with the idea of taking the box and trying to make it into something. Because right here, our ears. That's so much fun. I'm probably not going to put this in right here. Our ears that make it so that your box can become the gargoyle. This is great. Wonderful added touch. I really enjoy this. I'm really kind of already really blown away with this figure. I knew that I liked it beforehand, but this honestly might be one of my favorite figures of the year. So this figure comes with a whole lot of extras, and it's really fun. There's a lot of thought put behind this figure, and I actually got a couple of the others from this line too. I haven't even looked at them yet, but after opening this, I'm kind of excited, and there's a part of me that's kind of hoping I don't get to choose the figures that go into the thing, but there's a part of me that kind of hopes it ends up in there too. So the paint job and the sculpting there's very minimal amount of paint on here, but the sculpting is just adorable. I really like that. Okay, you can tell there is some paint on the toes, and there's some paint on the eyes, and there's some paint on a little bit of paint on the teeth. Everything else on here, maybe I can't tell if this is like, I think this is just part of this, maybe part of the sculpt. If with the pants, most of this seems like it is just into the plastic. Guessing the brown must be painted on though. But it's fun. There's like this cowl on him that is, oh, you know what? I bet if you take off his head, then it would be removable. But otherwise, there's not like a thing that it doesn't like snap in or anything. It just comes all the way around. There is articulation in the torso. It came with 2 additional heads, which is also really fun. And this cowl that you can put over, and like here, it does go over the ears. So it fits on there really nicely and comes up and off really easily too. But there's also a magnet that's in the headpiece so that it stays on, which is a really fun touch. I haven't seen many figures that utilize that technology, but I really like it. I think that's a good idea. And I think there's a lot that can be done in that way. And what's kind of fun with that magnetic head is that it opens up a whole lot of possibilities for what you could have on top of him that a lot of figures wouldn't have that ability. For instance, paper clips. You could have his whole head littered with paper clips. You could have another magnet. There's lots of things, but I'm not going to come up with those on the spot. But I'm just saying it's a nice added touch that is something I appreciate. So there's also, so there's articulation in the shoulders. There's articulation in the elbows. in the hands where they moves back and forth. In the legs, there is the upper thigh to the sides. There's not a ton of range. I don't want to, that's about as far as it can go without me feeling like I'm going to break the legs off, but that's still quite a bit. Top thighs there, it moves. Then you have the upper thighs that also swivel. You have the double knees. You have the articulation that moves back and forth on the feet too. It's not a rocker as far as I can tell. Oh no, it is. It's a rocker. So we got rocker on the ankles there too. Lots of articulation on this guy. And comes with this frog, which doesn't seem like it's, I can take off the cowl and see if it's magnetic. I don't know. Maybe you could have the frog set on his head. It's not a magnet. Neither is the swords. And he comes with 2 swords. Comes with additional hands so you can grip both the swords too. He doesn't come packed in with the gripping hands. It goes back in pretty nicely. Let's see how the sword fits in there. And yeah, that just goes in nicely. Went in super duper easy. I don't know what this is. It's like a little hook thing. I'm guessing it's like a scabbard, maybe. I don't know if I'm using the right term. It's like the thing that you hang off so you can hold. I think there's a hole in the back of his thing. So my guess is that you can connect this in. It's super tiny, so I don't know if you can see that. Super tiny, but I think that's like if you don't want to have a sword in both hands, you could put that on and just hang this off the back. That would be my guess of what that is. Comes with some really cool heads. There's this one that has the full mouth that's open and is nice little grimace. And then there's this one with closed teeth as well, which is fun. I love that. It's like, to me, is kind of makes me feel like here are the Trolls dolls the way that I would have wanted them when I was a kid, right? I did like the hair, and honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like being able to put hair on these guys, but it's much more playable. Whereas the Trolls were just like, they're just staction and they don't really move. I mean, they have that nice smile, but they don't. I used to have them go up against other characters because they were super duper durable. But here, I can have this guy up on my shelf with Goliath, which is like, there's another gargoyle. They're building the family. I can, for the meantime, until I get Lexington, pretend this is Lexington. That's it for today's episode. I think that's everything. He is super fun. I appreciate you stopping in and checking us out and watching our series, but don't go too far because we've got episode 5 coming very soon. If you haven't already, make sure to sub up, give a like, and share with anyone you know who appreciates these types of videos. Also, make sure to check out the description for additional links that lead to some similar expanded content we think you'll also probably enjoy quite a bit. We know you could have been anywhere and you chose to nerd out with us, and we appreciate that. So until next week, mystery holiday unboxing speaky, keep it geeky, folks.